Ghana. Some call it the Slave Coast. Some call it the Gold Coast. Some will even say it's the first sub-Saharan country to gain independence. But I call it home. And boy, does this take me back. From the crazy traffic, to the people, busy market, to the vendors, to the culture, the dancing, the music, the food. Oh, the food. Stay tuned. This Food Bangs is going home. Today, I'm in Tunbridge, Kent, to visit my auntie. We are going to talk about her fried hot pepper business, otherwise known as Shito. Furthermore, I can't lie, all this stopping off at other countries, cultures and cuisines has made me feel slightly homesick. I've got my fork and knife and I'm ready for a big munch.
Welcome! Excited about doing this, honestly.
Auntie, so am I. Look at what she has on show for us today. Trust me, my auntie's cooking bangs. When you eat this, where does it transport you back to?
Oh my goodness. Takes me back home.
And home, of course, is Ghana. My auntie was in fact born in the UK, but at the age of 1, her family took her to Ghana, and she went on to live there for 25 years. It's only right that I bless this meal by singing the national anthem. God bless our homeland, Ghana, and make our nation great and strong, born to defend forever
the cause of freedom and of right.
That's right. We are in Kent, ladies and gentlemen. We are about to tuck into some beautiful dishes, which definitely has taken me back to Dansoman, Accra, last stop.
Exactly.
Auntie, God bless you.
Oh,
you're doing
please.
God's work. You are doing God's work. Amen.
If I love to eat, I should be able to cook the food that satisfies my soul, not just my stomach.
My auntie has cooked what I'd like to call Ghanaian soul food, starting off with the rice and beans, otherwise known as Waakye. She starts off boiling the beans.
You notice that it has a distinct color, which
That's
you
right.
get from the millet or sorghum leaves, as most people
Sorghum
call
leaves,
it.
yes. The sorghum leaves is from northern part of Ghana. It has strong medicinal properties. It is said to reduce blood pressure. Notice how the beans has changed color. No, it's not juju or black magic. Don't try it. It's sorghum leaves. She adds rice, brings it to the boil, and there you have it. Waakye. Damn. The meat stew, otherwise known as abomu in Tree. She fries the onions, adds paste, adds tomatoes, and while she leaves it to simmer, my auntie attends to the assortment of meat, which consist of tripe, oxtail, cow foot, and beef. I could swim in this. You know what? I would skinny dip in this sauce, honestly. For the vegetarians, my auntie makes plantain fritters. She smashes it up and adds ginger and flour and then fries it. This is served with bambara beans. So there you have it. It's a banquet, alright, but none of this, and I mean none of this, will work without this. Shito.
So shito is a sauce, or as you call a sambal, which has the base of it as onions and some fish.
Right.
So that's smoked fish.
Right.
That also makes a difference because the smoked fish gives a particular flavor and taste.
I see.
To the sauce,
Right.
and it's an accompaniment to a variety of dishes.
Right.
Some people eat it with bread.
Right.
Others eat it with rice. Waakye, of course. I mean, you can't go anywhere in Ghana and buy waakye and not get shito.
Absolutely.
Unless you say you don't want it, but you always
Absolutely.
get your shito. Your kenke, obviously, your kenke definitely goes with shito. So
Yeah.
shito works with just about, I mean, everything. And yes, of course, shito in Ghana is pepper. Really, yes. So shito in Ghana is pepper, and this is something that I think for a lot of Ghanaians, when we are traveling and you want to have something on you that you can add
Yeah.
to, I mean, bread or
Yeah.
think of something
Yeah.
to eat.
It's become
And
like
it travels well.
yeah, it's almost like ketchup for us, isn't it?
It
You know,
is.
it's like
Yes,
you can't go without it. You know, honestly, it's like every Ghanaian household will have shito in their fridge.
Yes.
You know, if hell tasted sweet, this is what it would look like. It burns. Oh, it burns. But I bet you'll keep going back for more.
Ideally, fish and shrimps.
Right.
That's the main thing that goes into it. You have your onions, ginger, garlic, and then you fry it up. Yeah, you fry it all up with your seasoning.
Right.
Season it to taste. I always say season to taste because there's no amount that you put in that will really say this is the amount. But yeah, so you season it to taste. Yeah.
Right.
But then some people make it with meat. I mean, some people go to town.
Right.
They go to town. Some people
imagine.
put corned beef in it. I
Yeah,
mean,
yeah,
lots of
yeah,
different things in it. But really, the base of the shito is usually smoked fish and smoked shrimp.
Right. Right.
Yes.
And then it's slow cooked over a
It
period
is
of time.
slow
isn't it?
cooked. I mean, shito hates high heat. Very low heat, and then you take your time and you have to stir. You can't leave it alone.
Right.
Yeah, you cannot leave shito alone. So you have to constantly be stirring it.
Right, right. And then we have green pepper. Now, the green pepper is what's intriguing to me
Yeah.
because I've never had it. Well, I've had it, but it's been God knows how many years since I had the green pepper. What is in this?
So this green pepper,
Where did it come from?
this green pepper comes from Ghana as well, and there are these petit bell peppers, the pakoshito.
Aposhito, yeah.
Yes, everybody knows them as pakoshito, which we use for seasoning. We use to making sauces. It has a very lovely smell in Ghana. Yes, and that's where the green sauce originated from.
Yeah.
However, I mean, here sometimes it's difficult to get pakoshito, so I substitute with green Scotch bonnets,
Right.
and I add some green bell peppers to it, spring onions, some herbs,
Right.
and then I blend it with onions and stuff, and add some seasoning to it. Yeah,
I love it. Yep. It looks eco-friendly, but don't let the green color fool you. This is spicy. Why the shito business?
yeah.
Why?
So interestingly enough, the shito business, as you said, it's something that's in every Ghanaian household. I mean, everybody loves to have shito in every Ghanaian household. And there are so many people selling shito out there.
Right.
It wasn't something I was thinking of doing because I thought I go to Tesco, I see one brand of shito or the other.
Right.
I go to the ethnic shops, I see one brand of shito or the other.
Right.
So I thought there's no point in making shito to sell. But then you get friends coming over, you've made shito, they taste it, they're like, where did you buy this? I said, I don't buy shito, I make my own shito.
Yeah.
Like, why isn't this on the shelves? Why aren't you selling this? Oh, seriously, it's really good, but I think the final part was when we were in Dubai and some friends came over and I gave them some shito to taste. Where did you buy it from? I said, I don't buy it, I make it. I said, well, what we've been buying here is not this good. And obviously there aren't as many places to buy shito in Dubai as there are here.
Right.
So I thought, okay, maybe let me just, give it a try.
Right.
And I must say, I mean,
it is banging. We have waakye, meat stew, plantain fritters, beans, gari, eggs, fish, spaghetti, and not forgetting the shito. I know what you're thinking. How does this all come together?
Fantastic. That's a very good question.
Because it works for me. I'm not complaining. But I know people are watching thinking, what the hell's going on?
That's a very good question. So, the waakye is really a street food in Ghana, as you know. Yeah. Now, when you go to the waakye seller, you will see the waakye there. You will see what we call macaroni. The waakye seller calls it talia.
Talia.
So you have your talia, as you said, you have the eggs, you have the gari there, you have your stew, you have your fish. A leaf that they put it in, they'll put some waakye in, and then they add a bit of stew with it. You have your egg on it, and then you have your macaroni or spaghetti, a bit of gari on there, and then your shito usually comes last in there, and then it is wrapped nicely in a tassel and given to you. And the leaf also, the leaf they used to sell the waakye also gives it a very nice flavor. What you get depends on your pocket, obviously. So if you get there and you can afford to get just waakye with what do you call it, shito,
Right.
you're good.
Right.
You are all right.
You're right, but you're not.
But if you know that day
You're missing out on something.
your pocket is quite weighty, then you're gonna have all the trimmings, which is what I have here. Now this the kakro and the aboboy, those that's pretty much separate from this
It's
one.
separate, yeah. It doesn't
that's
count.
separate.
Yeah, we know that.
So
We know that. It's for the vegans, the
Exactly,
vegetarians.
yes.
Just to know that I'm thinking about you. And tune into my channel and subscribe. Thank you.
yeah, so
This takes me back, and I'll tell you why. I remember waking up early in the morning. When I say early in the morning, I mean 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
Yeah.
That's
brunch.
lazy little Eli. And I used to go outside, right? And the lady will be carrying the waakye on her head, saying, "Wacho, wacho," and then we'll run. You know what I mean? But like you said, the money
Determines what you're getting.
You know, my boys were getting the egg,
Yeah.
the shito, and the assortment of meat.
Yeah.
And then there'll come days where I can only get the waakye and shito. And then you're looking at your friends thinking, what's going on, man? Come on, ma. Come on, give me something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it takes me back.
The spread on this table is what I title North meets Southern region of Ghana. The Waakye and the Bambara beans are from the north. The Shito was created by the Ga tribe who live in the greater region of Accra, which is in the south of Ghana. My auntie belongs to the Gha-Mashi. Gha-Mashi is the home of the original Ga settlers.
I think growing up in Ghana, being a Ga, I think the first thing is the language.
Right.
We have a different language, which is the Ga language.
Right.
And so most people who are Ga come from the Greater Accra region.
The people of Ga believe that they were part of the Israel migrating from south through Uganda, then along the Congo River, through Cameroon, Nigeria, Benin, Togo, and finally to Greater Accra. Some have also gone to say that the Ga came from the region of Lake Chad and reached their destination in the 16th century. It is also believed that by 17th century, they traveled down the River Niger and crossed the Volta to reach present-day Ghana. The Ga people were originally farmers, but today they are well known for fishing and trading in imported goods.
We have the Adangmes as well, who are the Krobos and the Adangs. But the Ga people are more towards the Teshila in Jamestown.
Each Ga town has a number of different cults and many gods, and there are a number of annual town festivals. The people of Ga have done well in preserving cultural traditions such as the Homowo Festival. This is a celebration in remembrance of the famine that once happened in their history, dating back hundreds of years ago. Homowo means to jeer at hunger. Homowo is greatly celebrated in all the towns in Ga State.
You've been about. You said that you were in Dubai.
Yes.
You lived there?
Yes, we lived in Dubai. So what it is my husband's job takes us round to different countries. Yes, so he gets moved to different countries.
My auntie and uncle have been married for almost 17 years, and they have lived in countries such as Saudi Arabia, Hong Kong, and Dubai. Look at my auntie. Look at my auntie enjoying small.
What was the biggest lesson you learned, from going to all these countries?
As much as we are different, we are all alike. Because I think I take myself. I mean, I'm looking at myself, okay, as a Ghanaian, how much we are involved with family, extended family. All of that is very important to us. And I think in Riyadh or Saudi Arabia, that was one of the things I also found, that they are very much into family. It's so important to them. It's very, very, very important to them. So, I mean, I think those are some of the things that you look at, and when you are not, close to somebody, it's very difficult to tell how they live, how they understand stuff. But once you are with them and you listen to what they have to say, then you start thinking, oh, really, it's not so much different from how I would see things or how I would interact.
Do you think we're quick to jump to conclusion when it comes to trying to,
I think,
identify with other cultures? And...
I think we could be, and I'm not pointing fingers at anybody per se.
But we can.
But I'm looking at myself before I went to any of these countries. I didn't think much about them, but when you hear anything about any particular country, you'd be like, oh, these people, that's what you say. Yeah, you say these people until you get there.
Because you don't see, like you said, you think like we're nothing alike. So therefore I'll call them them or these people.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, but really we're very much alike.
What has that? So that has definitely opened your mind.
It has.
And you've become more culturally aware.
Very much
Would you
so.
recommend people to
very
travel?
much so.
Okay.
Honestly, very, very much so. I think one of the things that it's helped me as well, I think, is that I sort of love my country more. My country, Ghana. I love Ghana more, because you notice how much the countries you go to, they love their country. And you're thinking, they love their country. You're coming from somewhere where you belong. Why don't you love your country?
Exactly. Exactly.
Why don't you love your country where you belong? And I think sometimes when you're traveling, there are times where you miss home. You get homesick.
Of course.
Yeah, you get homesick, and a sense of belonging takes away your homesickness. Now when you have a sense of belonging, it's also some sort of love that you have for your country. Okay, and that, I think, has made me become more aware of my sense of belonging, of where I actually belong to.
This is it.
Yeah.
And you belong to Ghana.
That's it.
Simple. Let's not waste time. Simple.
Yeah.
Auntie.
But I think, as you said, it's very important for people to, if you have the opportunity and you can, even with this COVID times, you should travel.
Well, when you eat this, where does it transport you back to?
Oh my goodness. It takes me back home.
Takes you back there, yeah?
It does. It takes me back to Dance Man last stop, where you go to the Waakye seller by the streets, and you're not the only one standing. There's a queue.
There's a queue for this one.
There's a queue, and you have to make sure she gets to your turn and nobody crosses you. Crosses the queue, and you tell her what you want. And as I said, if that day you have 100 CD notes, that was ages ago, years back, you had 100 CD notes, you're gonna have everything on your Waakye. Now if that day you have just 10 CDs, I'm sorry, you're gonna just have Waakye and Shito.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad times, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was amazing. It's amazing.
It's been amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
I love Pepperlicious. I love this dish. It's sad that it's coming to an end. I'm actually really upset. I'm really, really upset because
we might need to do this again.
We need to do this again. I should have bought my containers.
I told you not to worry.
This is it.
Nobody leaves here empty-handed.
This is it.
Not just with Pepperlicious.
Yeah. That's it. So if people want to get like a bottle or a bottle of Pepperlicious, how do they get in touch with you?
They go to can send an email to saucyafrospice@gmail.com.
saucyafrospice@gmail.com.
Or they can look us up on DM us on saucy.afro.spice Instagram. So if you send us a DM, we'll respond and then we can post it to you.
Can you imagine? I have to drive to Kent to get the taste of Ghana flavors.
Flavors of Ghana.
Thank you very much,
You
Auntie.
very well.
Thank you very much.